I think it's a very significant development today. The question is what he's going to replace that guidance with, whether there's going to be going back to the consistent federal enforcement against all illegal use of and trafficking in marijuana, or whether there's going to be any carve-out exception in federal enforcement policy. From an Arkansas perspective, there's two impacts that you've got to watch. One is whether they're going to distinguish in federal enforcement policy between medical marijuana enforcement and recreational use enforcement from a federal perspective. And then secondly, whether in the financial side of the memos, whether that's going to impact how we handle things in Arkansas. There's been an exception so that even though it was not recognized as legal conduct under federal law, they said you could go ahead and do certain banking transactions under certain requirements. And obviously that impacts us in Arkansas with the medical marijuana production and businesses that are being developed as to how they will handle their revenue streams and how that's reported and tracked. So those are two things to watch. From my perspective, there needs to be a difference of view between medical marijuana and recreational use of marijuana. And if you look at where Senator Sessions, now Attorney General Sessions, may wind up on this issue, you should look at where President Trump has been. And President Trump has recognized medical marijuana as an appropriate exception to federal enforcement policy, but he has not said the same thing about recreational use. I do not want Arkansas to become a recreational use state. And the people passed medical marijuana. They did not adopt recreational use, and I do not believe they would. And so I don't want to see that national trend working its way into Arkansas, and the federal enforcement policy is an important part of where we go as a country.